I want to show you guys a useful glitch in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. With Season 2 Reloaded, we got a new Dark Aether Rift portal that we have to go into and do contracts to collect new schematics. I want to show you guys the method that we use where we go into the Dark Aether with our full team, and then we do the contracts, we get the schematics, we exfil, we get to keep them, and we get to keep our tombstones. So when we go back into a new match, they will all be at the Orlov Military Cemetery. And shout out to Silent9 for this glitch, and then shout out to Tag935 and BBK. We all went in and did it as a team and figured out that strategy for this. The steps are real easy to do. There's just a small amount of timing involved. And what's going to happen is you're going to have your whole team at the north end of the map ready to go out of bounds. And then you're going to have one player at the Dark Aether Rift portal in Tier 3. This is the new portal with Season 2, and the player at the portal needs to have a sigil or elder sigil and then also a scorcher that's at least pack-a-punched one time. That player will place that sigil and then scorcher over to his teammates that are on the boundary, and as soon as the timing's right, all three of you will walk out of bounds. This will eliminate the full squad, setting all of y'all's tombstones, and then also teleporting you into the Dark Aether to be able to play in there alive. For the players waiting near the out of bounds area, you need to know where that line is and know where to cross it. And if you see that rock right there, if you go to the right, that will be out of bounds. So you can stand kind of in line with this. All players have to cross that line right at 6 seconds, so it's good to be standing there waiting on that barrier. So me and BBK are waiting at the out of bounds line, and Tag, he is going to be the one triggering the portal and then scorching to us. I'll show you Tag's perspective first, and this is his footage. We've got the regular sigil, so he's going to have to stand on this side of the portal, and what he does is he holds the trigger for the scorcher and at the same time places the sigil into the portal. He does 2 full blasts with the scorcher, and then after the second blast he goes into the parachute for just a couple of seconds. From here he's going to keep the scorcher held out and just do 50% blast. He's watching that meter and he's just pulsing the scorcher to keep himself up in the air and moving quickly. He'll continue this until he sees some railroad tracks, and then he's going to pull his parachute and start lowering himself to the ground. And what he's trying to do is hit that marker and be out of the map at 6 seconds right there. At this point, we are all running out of bounds, and we're waiting to see that teleportation screen and then also squad eliminated, and then it's going to take us into the Dark Aether. Again, the method we use is that you do a full scorcher boost while putting in one of the sigils, and then immediately do a second full boost. Then pull parachute for a couple of seconds, and then go right back into the scorcher and just do 50% pulse boosts until you see the railroad tracks. At the railroad tracks, you pull your chute and start lowering yourself towards the out of bounds. This is the part that's probably the trickiest for the person that's flying, because you've got to time that out of bounds just right at 6 seconds. You don't want to be too fast or too slow. Here's the perspective of the players at the out of bounds area. You want to get right up against it, make sure you're right next to it, and then watch the timer on the left. You guys can do the voting. You only need 2 out of 3 votes. One player can vote immediately, and then the other player needs to watch that timer on the left to get to 2 seconds and then vote yes. And then wait for that player to land. At 6 seconds, all of y'all back out through the barrier. So right there, Tag is landed. He is out of the boundary at 6 seconds. We're all going to teleport, and then we're all going to see the squad eliminated screen, and then it's going to say up at the top left that we're being taken into the Dark Aether. When you spawn into the Dark Aether, you're going to notice that you have no perks because it killed you off, and the way to get perks is 1, use a scorcher to get to the Wonder Fizz machine, or you can take a portal rift that's on the map. There's this building here in the I-7 coordinate that has blue paint at the bottom. You can see it on the bottom right of the screen. So it seems like a rift is always in this location. Then you can jump over to the Wonder Fizz machine that is now floating in the air, and it's in the G7 coordinate. If you have your containment levels up and you get a discount on perks, know that that discount does not apply in the Dark Aether. There's still 2,000 a perk. Also, this Wonder Fizz machine in the air is a God mode spot. As long as you're not shooting at the zombies, they will not throw meat at you. Here, you're free to do all the contracts, collect all the schematics and items that you want. You can also drink Tombstone, and then you can just leave through the portal regularly. You don't have to close out, disconnect your Ethernet, you don't have to get downed, you don't have to leave squad, and you can't leave squad anyways, but yes, you will keep everything when you leave through the portal. There's also a method to keep all of your containment levels and keep all of your perks every game and save your Tombstone, and that is a full strategy video, and I'll have that posted pretty quickly after this one. You can see right here I kept everything in my backpack. I didn't really have any schematics because I had already unlocked those, but you will keep those if you bring them out. Then when you go back into the match, your Tombstone will be at Orlov, and it will have everything in it that you had when you walked out of the barrier and left this match to go into the Dark Aether. But yeah, look out for that. How to keep your containment levels and your Tombstone coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.